Hey everyone, have you heard of AI Slop? It's a term that's been popping up online lately, and I want to dive into what it really means. AI Slop refers to low quality, mass generated AI content that lacks originality, depth, or human oversight. It includes things like poorly formatted AI text, redundant or inaccurate code, and low effort AI art. Basically anything that's churned out by AI without proper refinement. Now, here's why this has been catching my attention. I was working on a feature for my app and recording a video about it, but I messed up the first take. So I essentially had to redo everything, including regenerating the AI generated code because I was using Claude and Cursor to help me add the feature. The second time around, Claude gave me something completely different and way worse. And this is my usual experience. I was just lucky to get something good on the first pass. Anyhow, I discarded the second thing I generated and then generated a third one. It was a bit better, but there were still some flaws and not as good as the original solution it came up with. So I just want to give an example now of those three different solutions. So I saved those three different outputs and I want to showcase them now, show you, okay, this is the first one that was generated, the second, and then the third, and just really give an example of how unpredictable the output of AI is. Sometimes you get AI slop, and sometimes you get something that's actually usable. Okay, so the change I wanted to make was quite simple. I have my side menu here, and I just wanted to add these into specific categories. Something like this. You see how they have the menu items and then they have categories above? That's what I wanted. So that's what I basically asked the prompt, and I got these three different results. So this is the first result. Honestly, this is what it came up with more or less on the first pass. It just had added icons here and I asked it to remove the icons. But overall, I was pretty impressed. It looked good. And as well, if we go look at the code, the solution it came up with was kind of what I was thinking of how I would do it. So we have this menu item class and it just added a category field to it. And then when we are setting up all our menu items, it's simply setting the category each one should belong to. So it added analytics, time tracking, business, project management, and administration. And then it went and updated my actual sidebar to display the new categories. So that was a really good start. There were other issues though that I found once I did more testing. The categories would show even if the user didn't have access to any of those menu items. But anyways, that's just another thing. And this is the second solution. So visually, it's a lot worse. Here's the categories. So I can't even tell that this is under these. And it has a lot of spacing and then added an icon as well. But yeah, it just looks visually a lot worse. I much preferred the first solution. And then the solution in the backend was completely different. So instead of adding just a field to the menu item, it added this new app menu category and then added a list of categories to my app menu. And then how it set this up was a bit confusing. So it created new arrays, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 arrays, and then added to each one the specific menu item. And now it's creating an array of categories. And now it's returning app menu and passing in categories. And then in the front end, it's simply just iterating over the categories. And then each category has a list of items that are inside of it. So this solution is not terrible, but yeah, visually it's just a lot worse. And here's the third option. So visually it looks pretty good. This time it didn't add icons to the actual category, and there's a lot less padding, and there's no indentation, but this doesn't have padding. So it just looks visually a lot better. But the actual implementation was a lot worse this time. So this time it just added the actual categories to the HTML and added this new get function. And then this is just a switch case now on the different categories. And then in the different cases, it's just returning the items that match what is in this array. So I really don't like this solution because you have to know that it's configured here rather than just going in the app navigation service and setting the category field when you're adding a new menu item. All right, everyone. Well, thanks for watching. The point of these videos is just to showcase my experience trying this new way of programming, using AI and English to write code, not actually writing code anymore, and just sharing the good side and the bad side that I'm experiencing personally. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe for more.